So anytime we do an update, this first part right here, when properties match your exact criteria.
So what he means by update, anytime Propstream gets new information, the system updates.
Automatic.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we'll let you know. So you never have to do that search again.
You got a problem with the what?
I mean, Fiverr. I'm telling you, he does not respond to me on the weekend either. I would say Fiverr's your best bet. It's gonna cost you probably $100 if that. You got deals that are closing that are creative, but then they're like
getting more creative.
They're more creative. That's as much I can say right now. They're creative, but they're even more creative beyond creative. So it's about timing too. And then I got a haircut. Then I got to jump on a daggone Zoom call.
I've been following your brand stuff. I've been building up OG pregame.
I see it. I see. Man, I didn't even know your Instagram had like 15,000 followers.
Yeah, man, it's on the come up.
You know a lot of people fake that 15,000, but a lot of people want to have that. That's an organic 15,000. That's nice because your engagement is real high.
It is real high, man. I've been doing some reading. They say your engagement should be about 5%.
Exactly.
So I'm getting more than that, but just putting out some information, man. That's legit.
I was thinking about. I know we talked about the wealth tour.
Yes.
If you were still interested in doing that, you let me know if that schedule fits yours, and we can have you as a feature, because I think a good way to end that event is have somebody who has built generational wealth. Some of the faucets because they're not in the counter, they come out the wall. And so 2 of them were wrong in the master bedroom, so they got to get those moved. And then they were shooting the pool with concrete today, so I got to go back over there and check that out. And then I did an hour-long thing with the Urban League on like business and financial literacy and stuff like that. And now I'm here with Matt and Dave, just trying to figure out some brand stuff. What about yourself?
What up, bro?
Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Dude, welcome back.
But this is traditional searching. This is what we've been doing for the last decades. It's list first, then it's off market, then it's your 30% or more in equity, and then it's preferences, right? So we're talking like owner information, property characteristics. It's no longer a list. The problem could be like old building in an HOA, a 3-bedroom property with only 1 bathroom and everybody having to share that. An out-of-state owner with an open mortgage, right? Because now that gets people to use our filters and like stay in there, right? Because if we build a list, we only have 16, 17 now with the deceased list. So you only give people 17 options. And when we build a problem, no longer choosing a list, just saying, okay, I got it off, got it the equity, got the preferences I needed. Now I just need to find the reason why they want to sell me the property, right?
Now this is something I couldn't do alone, so I wanted to bring my guy, Burton, who's like the genius bar over at Propstream.
Hey guys, my name is Burton, and look, I've been working with Max and his team exclusively to help him dominate his market.
And so like every room, so there's a ton of speakers in the whole house. I think there's a total of 28. So every room has at least 2 speaker holes, and then you run.
And the purpose for that?
Because the whole house, it's a smart house.
Oh, okay.
So like every house, like every room has a 7-inch LCD touchscreen. It has a listening device called a Josh AI. It's a small little thing. It's more private than like Alexa and anything. They don't capture no data. And then you have Cat 6, you have fiber, you have all these cables coming here so that everything is smart. So the house is all voice controlled. And then you have like the hall bath. And then, so you start to put some grout. And this is the laundry room. So the thing about this master bedroom is that it's like a sterile bedroom. So the only thing in here is a bed and 2 side tables and a TV on the wall. There's no dresser, the bathroom is so big. So you have like your 2 vanities. You have your huge walk-in shower area. That's fully glassed from ceiling to floor that has it's a steamer. It's like a full-on like spa. And then I guess this is a powder corner or something like that. That's how you say it.
Your makeup corner.
You have a media room here. You're gonna have a huge drop-down screen. Your 4K projector sits here. You're gonna have like 4 theater style, couches. Not couches, but seats.
Yeah.
And then you have like a custom furniture, like custom couch that the kids can, it's oversized. It's like, you can lounge on it. Yeah. It's got a bathroom up here.
This is awesome.
And so this room has Adobe Atmos, which is, I don't really know exactly what it is, but it's gonna be booming.
There's like some element atmosphere.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's still your body vibrating.
Yeah. So there's 6 speakers in the ceiling, 2 subwoofers over there, and I think 2 in the walls.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. So you have like cedar posts, cedar ceilings, and then the pool. And so around the pool is 8 foot of concrete. So imagine from here to there is all concrete, but it's the concrete with the slivers in the middle, because all of this is gonna be artificial grass.
Oh, that's badass.
So there's gonna be no grass cutting. And then there's a fence that goes around the house, like this part of the house. So from like the middle of the house out and then around, this is kind of fenced in. Here, there's gonna be like a 15 by 20 pad. And it might get bigger, but it's gonna be the outdoor kitchen, faces this way. It's gonna have the same roof as that. It's gonna look like the house, but over here.
Right here.
And it's gonna have like
parties.
all your grills. And so the fence will go around from the center of the house around to the back of the fence and then around and then that way. And then the horses could come all the way up.
To the back of the pool.
Yeah, no, to here. So the horses will be able to come up to like right.
Have an opening right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So this would be like the backyard, all of artificial grass. This is the studio building. So this is a 30 by 60 building. So what you're in now is like the cigar room, the liquor room, my barber shop, and just like a lounge in itself. And so that blue line, it represents this side.
This is where the
Yeah, so you won't see no metal building. This is all gonna be framed out. It's gonna look like a house inside.
That's amazing.
It's gonna have drywall. You won't be able to tell this is a metal building. And then from this blue line down to this blue line is gonna be the studio. Now,
The main studio.
the main studio. Now there will be a cutout here, which I've decided that about here, like this, is where the pod is gonna go. So this room will actually be taken out of this. So this will get smaller and this will become the pod. This is where, so there's gonna be a door in there where you can jump in the pod and go into, it's a part of the gym. It's a part of the gym. So you have a sensory deprivation over here. And then from here, yeah, it's in New Jersey. It should be heading down here anytime. And then from that blue line to the wall, this is gonna be the gym. And like I said, you won't know. So this will have rubber mats and then artificial grass on part of it.
Right.
And you're gonna have a full workout studio here. Do your thing. It's gonna be, so it's got 3 air conditions in here, right, the 3 sides. And then that side will have a cigar quality air purifier that ventilates. And then we'll go down to the barn. And this flat area over here.
Wait, this is still all yours too?
Yeah, all of this. Simba, it's wherever the sun shines.
Best reference to use. I bet you were waiting years to use that.
And then so you see this flat area there?
Yeah.
That's gonna be eventually an indoor riding arena. So no horses. So we'll be able to ride the horses inside. Yeah, so left and right, they're 12 by 12 stables. And then, so we'll have enough in case we take in some rescues. And then this last bay here, so that's just open storage. Tack room will be, I think is up one of these. And yeah, and this is the bay wash area. So they'll be closed in and the horses will get washed up.
This is awesome.
And then, so the property line still goes, man. So you have all of that, goes up that hill that way. You see that blue line there, that blue tape in the woods? That's the backside. So then it goes straight across and then it goes up into the hill that way. So they haven't cleared this side yet.
So you're gonna end up parceling off everything?
Just clearing it.
Where do I go to, let's say, if I want to find comps? You know, I go.
He about to show you all of that.
And exactly.
He's about to blow your mind.
Exactly. And I want that. Yeah.
He's about to blow your mind.
Exactly. So I see they can do it. Great. I'm going through.
But you got the last K-Cup, didn't you?
Yeah.
We need to order some more of that stuff.
Did you like it?
No.
No, I'm saying, did you like that one?
No. That's what I'm saying, no.
Yeah,
I'm saying we got to order more, not that kind, but we need to just order, maybe I'm going to order myself.
Yeah, I usually bring it too, and but I forgot.
Who's making the online orders? Owner finance, $250,000, and I'll get you his phone number.
You guys are gonna be a phase 2 group. You're gonna build your list, get their contact information, and then you're gonna export it. And then you guys are gonna start calling it or upload it to your dialers or whatever it may be. Phase 3 is marketing, right? Let's say you're at home, you don't have any of that marketing stuff with you, you don't have REI skip with you, you can do phase 3, which is build a list, get their contact information, and then phase 3 is, with that list that you just built, we can create a website for them. So the idea is, like, if in phase 1 I build a tax delinquency list, and then in phase 2 I get their phone numbers, in phase 3 the first thing I get is a website. And that website will say something like, I buy tax delinquent properties, right? I'm gonna talk to that list directly. So every time you take a list to phase 3, website is first, and once you create that website talking to their situation, then you get to send them out either a postcard, a ringless voicemail. These are the 3 phases. So for you guys, again, you can stop at phase 1, just get our data, and then bring it up to REI Skip, and then flush it through your system. Or build a list, skip trace it with us, export it, and then cold call it yourself, or just drive it all the way through. Build the list, contact information, let's set up a website for that list, and then send the marketing to it. And then rinse, recycle, repeat. A lot of our users think it's black and white where, oh, it's vacant, that's the opportunity. That's not the case, right? The opportunity could be how many years they've lived in the house, maybe the condition of the year of the property that it was built, the location of the owner. Okay, this is what everybody's doing right now. This is what 90% of our industry is doing. They'll go to Winston Salem first, and then they'll choose a list. This is what I call the traditional method of searching, where before Propstream, before any of that, we would have walked down to the court office and go grab a list from them, right? Hey, let me get your tax delinquency list from that court office. And then once we come back in the office with these 900 records, then all of us would start separating them manually, right? So this is why I call it the traditional method, is where you choose a list first, and then you that which is the problem, right? And then you apply the 3 rules that he was mentioning. You say, okay, I want it to be off market. So you go to MLS and say off market. I want it to have equity, and let's say 30% or more.
and the preference. I would like to have a single family property, residential, single family, maybe owned by an individual. Right.
Why do we want individual just for this one versus corporate?
Well, this one, if we're doing tired landlords, they don't have any backup plan, right? Like they didn't prepare for the pandemic. And so corporations, like if Max were to buy a rental property last year and his tenant stopped paying, he's a corporation, he has backup plans, right? He has contingencies, right? He's prepared for that. An individual, let's say last year, if I bought a property in January, that was probably everything I had when I put that down payment, right? And so when someone didn't pay me in March, well, I'm screwed now, right? For the last year, I've been sitting on a rental property I haven't been paying, and I've been paying my own mortgage because of that, right? So that's why we do individual. It's just easier to, the success rate is higher because you're dealing with a person, not a corporation, being a little bit smarter at the end of the day, okay? And then the final part is, again, this is preference. Traditionally, you would choose a list and then make sure it's off market with equity and then have your preference, single family, individual, but here's the problem. Everybody's doing that in your neighborhood. Everybody's taught go grab a list first and then apply your filters. And so these 367 people, I'm sure like 50 people call them, every single one of them a piece.
Because they can be in California using Propstream doing the same stuff. Because they like, oh, Winston Salem's an easier market. I'm not going to work in LA. I'm not going to work in San Diego. I'm going to go work in South Carolina. I'm going to go work in. So they all over the country coming to these smaller markets.
Yeah. So what Max is trying to teach us is that no matter where you are in the world, there's always a problem. People face problems because they're problem solvers. So what we're going to do is flip it upside down. What we want to do first is before we decide what the problem is, let's put the three important things that we need to even get this strategy going. So we're going to do off market again, equity, 30% or more. And then the preferences are single family. I'm going to not put the mortgage in because there might be people in there that free and clear that you could still probably deal with. You know what I mean? So we'll do it the 9 to 7. So that's our filter. This is what we got. We're going to do what you guys are used to. Just check them all off and add it to a list. We're going to call it Max Regret List, Winston, and save it. Now, List Automator. What List Automator does is once you build this list, or any list for that matter, you don't ever have to search it again. Like at all. Like once you build the list, you're done because we can now automate the list. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Once these 907 properties have been saved and in your My Properties, look for that marketing list right over here, Max's Regret List. And here's the thing. Once you have a list created, this is going to be your best friend. What this is going to do is monitor the filters on this list going forward. So anytime we do an update, this first part right here, when properties match your exact criteria.
So what he means by update, anytime Propstream gets new information, the system updates.
Automatic.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we'll let you know. So you never have to do that search again.
Wow.
So
your listings on the.
exactly.
That specific search criteria.
Exactly.
Correct.
Exactly. So anytime that property matches your exact search criteria, we can add it to this list automatically, add it to another list automatically, or my preferred option is just let me know. I'll do it myself. And then what's going to save you time and money is when these properties change from your criteria. So you just saved 907 properties. Tomorrow, 10 of these people can list their property with an agent, right? And you don't want to be calling those 10 people. So that's what the second part is going to be for, is when any of these properties change from your criteria, remove them, put it in another list, or I'll do it myself, right? So you build a list and you never have to worry about missing old and new records, and you never worry about your list being outdated, okay? So this is the button right here.
Property that is marked sold by an agent at a certain time.
Actually, we probably could, like I see, a good example, public records, we organized it by date, February. Is February 17th. If we do MLS and organize that by date, yeah, we have one in the 19th that wasn't caught. So there's some properties here that haven't been shown up on the county.
And why hasn't it been shown up on the county yet?
Because of the delay.
We're during COVID and the records are not processed as fast as they used to be. So you just got to put an account. And this is why I always tell people, you have to understand the foundation. Like, all this is beautiful. All this UI is beautiful, user interface. But you have to understand where they get it from. And when you understand where you get it from, because 4 years ago, I didn't have this. So you had to get this from manually finding it. So when you get a user interface that looks like this, I understand the backbones. I understand what's behind this joint.
So they bought it in cash, but because it wasn't bought
Through the MLS, it's not going to show up on the MLS records because it was bought in cash. So all of our properties that we buy will never show up on the MLS because we go to homeowner directed.
Right. And now, but if I was running comps, right, am I going to use your transaction? No, because you guys buy at full price?
No.
That's the important part, because you guys are not buying at full price. I am not.
I'm gonna throw your numbers off. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. So that's why we have them both, and I like how Max isolated that. The public records will show you everything. That's why I told you guys earlier, if you're going to use public records, you have to understand this right here, which is what Max is talking about. Okay. They record everything. So if I wanted as-is prices, I want to see what cash buyers are buying, what you guys buy properties for, right? If I want to see full-priced properties, finance, what banks are buying properties for. Because if I was a bank and you wanted a loan, a 30-year loan, I'm going to scrutinize that property that you're about to buy.